Hey guys, welcome back to the Sports Card of the Day. This is going to be episode 14, and as you can see in front of you, I want to talk today about Marcell Ozuna. And this is rookie card here from the 2013 Topps Update set. That set is quite expensive. A box of 2013 Topps Update, is quite expensive because of Nolan Arenado, Christian Yelich, and Anthony Rendon. The three that come to mind that are very expensive. But Ozuna's stock has risen quite a bit, especially after this season it just completed. He was the home run leader, the RBI leader, and total bases leader for this season here, and he finished 5th in the MVP voting. Probably should have been a little bit higher in my opinion, but I'm glad Freddie Freeman won it. As those of you that watch this channel know, I'm a huge Braves fan. Have been my whole life. So, in Ozuna's case, he was signed by the Marlins in 2008. Backtracking there, he was born in Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. And his full name is Marcell Ozuna Adelfonso. So, he leaves off the Adelfonso. His nickname is the Big Bear, and he's known as a really good teammate and a pretty nice guy to be around. His teammates have all said that consistently on the 3 teams he's played for. So not known as a hothead or anything of that nature, which is pretty good to know as he's played for the Braves, being a big fan of them. So signed as an 18-year-old by the Marlins in 2008. Dominican Republic's been a hotbed for Major League talent these last few years, as we all know. And he was 18 years old, so he was playing in the Dominican Summer League, and he was really good, but he was also inconsistent. I don't have the numbers in front of me. When I was doing my research, he would have a really, really great campaign and follow it up with one that was, for example, hit 325 and then hit 275. So he was kind of all over the place. But he was good enough, and they saw the potential in him that he kept getting promoted. And he started, like I said, Dominican Summer League. Then he went to the Atlantic League through the Marlins system, the South Atlantic League, and eventually came over here to the States and got into the minor leagues here. And without naming all the teams he played for in the minor leagues, because some of those team names are, funny in themselves, he got promoted to the Major League roster with the Marlins when Giancarlo Stanton got hurt, an injury. I think he went by Mike Stanton back then, actually. So Ozuna comes up, and his first at bat, he gets a Major League hit right off. His first Major League at bat's a hit. It was a single. The next day, he hits a home run. But like these teams do so many times, they bring a young guy up, and the guy does pretty well for a couple of days or a few at-bats, and he gets sent right back down when the starter comes back, when Stanton came back. And as we know about Giancarlo Stanton, he's had a huge history of injuries. So Ozuna bounced in and out from the minor league AAA team to the Marlins back in late 2012. And then 2013. And then 2014, it was his first season as being the starter for the Marlins. And he had some really consistent good seasons with them. And as the Marlins have had a history of doing, they groom a player, and I've never understood this. They groom a player, raise them, bring them to the major leagues, and they turn out to be really, the real deal, and then they trade them. They've done that so many times. It reminds me of the Pittsburgh Pirates, who are famous for doing that. I have a good friend that's a Pirates fan. Do you know the Pirates right now, if they hadn't traded him away, would have Garrett Cole, Tyler Glasnow, and there's somebody else I'm leaving off. They traded these guys away in horrible deals over the years. But if they had these guys on the team now, they would be a lot better, because the Pirates have been awful the last few years. And I'll think of the other guy in a minute, but it was Glasnow and Garrett Cole for sure. And just, an absolute boatload of talent. So Ozuna plays for the Marlins from 14 to 17. In 2017, he hits 37 home runs, 124 RBIs and a 312 batting average. And guess what they do in the offseason? They trade him. He was 5th in the NL MVP voting that year as well. 5th in batting average. Had an incredible season. Traded to the Cardinals. He played for the Cardinals in 2018, 2019. And he was good. 2019, I think he hit over 30 home runs, so he had a good season with them. But where he really shined in 2019, and I hate to say it, was against my favorite team, the Atlanta Braves, in the playoffs. He torched the Braves in the 2019 division series. Killed them. And was like a one-man wrecking crew. And unfortunately, the Braves were knocked out. And it wasn't just Ozuna, it was other players. But Ozuna he hit 400, I think he hit 430 in the playoffs. And in that series. So that was obviously the Braves could not get him out, put it that way. And so he leaves and becomes a free agent after 2019. He was offered multiple year deals by several teams. He decides to sign the 1-year deal with the Braves for $18 million. And I'm glad he did, because this year he had a great season with the Atlanta Braves. He batted .338, 18 home runs, 56 RBIs. All of those categories were tops except for the batting average. And the total base leader. And Freddie Freeman won the MVP. I have no problem with that, but it could have just as well been Ozuna. And he's one of those rare right-handed hitters, hits for power, but doesn't strike out a lot. He'll go through phases where he strikes out some. And as I mentioned before, he reminds me of Gary Sheffield when he's up at the bat, in the batter's box, with that wild batting, swinging the bat back and forth, And I've never heard him say it, but I bet if you got him in the corner and asked him, Gary Sheffield would be one of his favorite players, or an influence anyway, because he has that same kind of stance and, the wild swing, but he's a really good hitter. And he has a lot of discipline when he wants to. He can be a free swinger at times, but he does have a good eye for the ball. And he had some really important hits for the Braves this year when they really needed them. And I don't think I've really gotten over the Braves blowing that Dodgers series, but it is what it is. But Ozuna was really solid for the team this year. Now, he just signed a new company to represent him a couple days ago. Don't know whether he's going to be back with Atlanta next year. I hope they re-sign him. The team can use him, but I don't know. In this modern age, they're projected he's going to get a contract 4 years in the $90 million area, somewhere around there. So I don't know if Atlanta's going to pull the trigger on that or not. So I have 6 of these rookie cards. I bought them on eBay when he was starting to show a lot of promise this season, and I got them before the card kind of took off. Might have came back down since, I haven't checked it, but there was a time this year when he was really, on fire. This card was, doing very well, especially graded. I haven't sent a lot of cards off for grading and all that right now, as I don't want my cards out there for 6 or 8 months. I just don't want to deal with that. That's insanity. So I'll accept them right now in top loaders and penny sleeves, and then when it all calms down, if it does, at some point, then I'll go back to getting more graded. I have graded cards put away, and I'm okay with that. So this is episode 14. Real quick story on Ozuna, the Big Bear. And this is the sports card of the day. I'm Todd. I thank everyone that's been watching and commenting and, and just kind of helping support the channel. Hopefully we will continue to get better and continue to grow and move forward from there. And I appreciate it. And thank you guys for showing me the love. Appreciate that.